so he might not get anything.
Hello, guys. How y'all doing tonight?
But then, like in my case, if
this is my first
400,000 subscribers,
official
you,
how to find my glasses.
And I'm promoting you. You know, most of the people here
live stream.
So it's like,
I need to close
is going to get the most.
this stream.
I get that.
Or mute it. I had no idea they were going live, or I would have done this a different night. So how's everybody doing? Thank you, Fish Room Fever, for sharing. I'm going to copy, paste. I don't know how many people we have watching. I'm sure not many, but nobody click on that link except one person, and they know who they are. And before we get started, I'm going to grab something to drink because I've been running crazy and I forgot. Okay, I'm back at one. Just forgot to get some tea. Hey, Redfish, Bluefish, BJ's, if you're still in here. We're going to talk about a few things. We're going to talk about where this channel's going, what y'all want to see, because that's the most important part, is what y'all want to see. I'm not doing any good unless I give you something that's entertaining. But at the same time, I'm learning just as much as y'all are, so there may be streams where I question y'all. And we may have special guests tonight. It may be just a few minutes before I ask him up. I just want to talk about a few things first. I got a fish room going up, and I think my special guest does too. And so we're in this together. And I didn't realize I'll record tonight, or I would have. Well, I wouldn't have changed it for tonight. This is my time. This is Sand Creek's time. By gosh, we're going to do this. So, let me see what I can get out of my hat. What did I get?
Hey there. I appreciate you having me. And I'm sorry that
our stream got all messed up tonight. Joel had East Coast and West Coast time mixed up.
Yeah, everybody had time to mix up.
But I sure do appreciate you letting me come on and hang out with you.
Man, Ed, you're welcome anytime.
I appreciate that. Now, okay, while we're starting off, what do you like to be called? Do you prefer Nathan, Nate, Sand Creek? What would you prefer?
Actually, Dr. Black named me.
Okay.
Creaky.
Creaky? Okay. Well, that'll work for me.
But I'll answer to all of it.
That's cool. I noticed your red wall back there, and this totally off subject, but in my last house, I painted a wall red, and I did 11 coats before I found out that you're supposed to prime it with gray primer.
Man, this wall's been painted for 6 years. And I took the background off my aquarium because it's blue, because I thought the other side was black. It was blue too.
It looks good.
I'm not fond on the red.
I sometimes it's nice to have something different. Larry D has a few different colors that are unusual. But I had one fish tank that was red. My discus grow out tank I had in my red room. And so they always had red on like two sides of the tank because it's a square.
It's not bad looking. I think any solid color will look good.
Yep. Well, everybody's different. So you're building a fish room.
Yes.
What you planning on doing there?
And the thing is I don't know, Ed, if you've been involved, but it's all an insurance thing now with the insurance company because it was a Dallas machine problem.
Oh. I know my brother had problems with the dialysis when he was on it with his cat. So I had to take his cat for a long time.
So
Because
the
of the kitty
Dallas
litter
machine,
problems.
so the Dallas machine was leaking the whole time. It caused my floors to rot from the top down, not from the bottom up. And I had all them replaced, with some extra support added for aquariums. And but they're still dragging their feet on floor covering. They did tell me to go pick it out today, so but I got 275s and 320 longs and 6 10-gallons going up as soon as it gets up.
Nice.
But I don't want to set them up and move them.
Are you going to be like Bob Kaler and just have a variety of awesome fish, or are you going to like focus on one particular thing?
I mean, some people's going to hate me for this. But
No, it's all good.
But my main focus is nano fish. But I do like my blue convicts.
Well, I love little fish, so that's what I plan on doing too. I've never had convicts, and I've probably told you that before, but yeah, I don't know why I've kind of stayed away from a lot of now convicts aren't really a big cichlid, but I've stayed away from a lot of I've never had Oscars and a lot of the things that people say turn into puppy dogs in a tank. I've always kind of stayed away from that, even though I've got now that Bashir, and he's just always right up there at eye level looking at me. I love that guy. He lets me touch his tail. He's pretty cool.
My first love is shell dwellers.
Now, I want to get into that. What type do you have? Or do you know what they're...
I have the Goldens.
Okay. See, I'm very new to the Shelleys. I'm going to learn because I plan on trying to pick 2 out, and I want to try to go with smaller ones because I think they can be kind of big to real little.
Yeah,
I don't
I like
like
the
the littler
little ones. They seem to fit in shells better.
I believe it.
I
Totally
mean,
makes sense.
I think about. Granted, let me back up a minute. Is my audio okay? Because I just bought a new mic today.
You sound fine to me. I mean, hopefully, do we like pair up good, you guys?
Is
'Cause
my audio
sometimes I'm too
good?
loud, and
Hey,
that's a personal thing.
You sound good, Chattanooga.
I worked in a factory, an auto factory, for 20 years, and I talked nonstop, and so I ended up just becoming a yeller. I used to yell everywhere.
When it comes to Shelley's, I think about renting a hotel room. And do you want to go in the room where you're cramped and can't move, or do you want to go in there and have freedom?
Yeah. So go little.
But they'll all go into them shells.
It'd be interesting. I guess New York people would probably be big Shelleys because they have little areas they have to live in.
But,
I never thought of it that way.
but Shelley's and miniature rainbow fish is my main thing.
See, I rainbows. I'm new to also. I bought some Pacific Blue Eye rainbows about 6 months ago from Dan's Fish, and those suckers are awesome. They kind of look like living torpedoes.
Awesome. I know exactly what you're talking about.
But I think that they've been just constantly jumping out of the tank, and my cat would just sit by that tank all the time, and I think she was just eating them all. Because there's only 2 left. I think they're the 2 that don't jump. It's a male and a female. But what I did was I bought some American flags. I think they're Achilles.
Black allergy too.
Oh yeah. Do you have cats? Or you probably can't because you're on dialysis.
No, I have a cat. I don't do dialysis at home.
Oh, that's right. That's awesome. That's good.
I go to the clinic. It's only 3 minutes from my house, so it's easier than trying to dedicate a room and move everything.
And you probably get to talk to people there and stuff too.
I do.
That's probably cool. Today,
Hello, son. Aquarium Thoughts. Aquarium Thoughts didn't. You know, Aquarium Thoughts has been on dialysis.
Yep. He got that other style.
Yeah, he done peritoneal. Hey, Dan. Fishy Fun 57, I appreciate all y'all joining me. I know there's other streams going on right now. I don't even know if I have any mods in here.
Oh, jeepers. Who else is on right now?
I'm going to make Daniken a mod. Daniken, do you want to be a mod?
Now I'm paranoid. I need to find out who's on.
I have no, I mean, Pam, I have Pam, Candy, 44 Mad Guy, 2 or 3 others. Oh, there's Zen Ginger. She's a mod.
Yeah. She can do everything.
That's all I need right there.
I'm just going to make sure that Bob Kaler isn't on because I would hate to go over him again. It was an accident. I did it once.
Oh, no, I don't want to go over nobody. I mean, just
okay, so Bob isn't on because he's my good friend, and he's trying to get hours.
Yeah, for sure. Does he have a time, though?
He doesn't. That's what's scary. But this is your time, right?
Yes, 9 o'clock.
Okay, so. Cool.
This is my time every Monday night.
Awesome.
So Monday nights was slow, I thought. But I don't sleep normal. Neither does Ed.
I don't sleep much. My problem was, I was for 20 years I was on third shift at my factory, and I just haven't ever adapted to sleeping at night. So I enjoy the night stuff.
Yeah, that's kind of neat.
Thanks, Danikin. I appreciate that.
Fisher in Favor says Bob has a time.
Yeah, Bob he's started now on Wednesdays at 6 o'clock, I believe, Central. So that's awesome. But Bob does a lot of just random times too.
And I'll still do that too. I will.
Well, and it's fun. So I've got nothing against it. I just don't want to
If
accidentally.
I'm bored and there's nobody streaming, I'm going to stream.
Yep. Well, there's 2 billion or 4 billion people on YouTube, so I think there's plenty of space. It was kind of like today, Bob Steam Font. I don't know if I'm saying that right.
Steam
We ran over him, and James told him we're running over because, the times got all mixed up, and texted him, and he said he didn't care. So that's cool.
Hey,
Our
James.
discussion was a little different than a normal discussion today.
James, you got, and I don't want to start this in my stream, but you got more new viewers than I do doing that stream you did tonight.
Yep. And I said that to him earlier.
I had to hold my tongue a lot.
Yeah. Well, but you know what? It's all good.
It is all good, but I think the only way to solve what the whole main discussion was, not little discussions, but the main discussion is we as humans have to come together and not argue Republican, Democrat, Independent, whatever you are. You have to come together and say, this is affecting the world and this is what we have to do.
Yep. I agree.
And I mean, politics is out there, so I just don't see it coming quick.
Yeah, and that's one thing when James and I first got on, when we were discussing everything, because we're trying to build his up, and then eventually we're going to work on mine. And we were like, okay, one of the things we need to make sure that we don't push is politics. But when you have a guest and that's what they want to talk about, sometimes you do it just for the sake of it. And so that's what we did. And it's not going to be a main thing that is talked about. I think both sides were represented. I didn't.
I didn't speak up much. I mean, I sent a couple of super chats just saying, hey, this is up to us. This is what we do.
Yeah.
Not Republicans do it, not Democrats do it, not independents do it. This is what we do.
Yep. But you know what? Let's don't talk politics. Let's talk about something else.
Yeah. I agree.
So what type of rainbows do you have?
I've got some Bosemani and some I got some of the blue eyes, but I hadn't been able to get them breed yet.
Now, I don't know why. I mean, I came from the St. Louis club where Gary Lang was, and I just still never got into the whole rainbow thing. I don't know why, but I should have. I was a kid when I was in it, in my 20s, and I probably would have been really good to have taken advantage of opportunities, but you mess up.
There's only a few that I'm a fan of. I mean, some of them just like, I mean, they're great fish. I'm not taking anything away from them. But some of them just like silver fish,
Yep. There's.
coastal.
Do you ever watch Tropic Fish Farms or Tropical Fish Farms? I think they're mostly cichlids. They're the guy's down in Florida, right outside of Orlando. He has a fish farm. He has a big beard. He goes on live on Fridays, but he has a website where he sells his fish. And he used to supply to a lot of fish stores, but I think now he just does so well selling to regular people. But he's gotten into rainbows, and it'd probably take me 15 minutes. But I took a photo of a rainbow that he has. It was more red than my hat or bandana, with a thin strip of bright yellow and then blue on its head. It was the best looking fish I've ever seen.
Man, I like my rainbows. I like the Bosemani. I like the Madagascar. And I like of course, the miniatures, which is a different story. I love the blue eyes.
Yeah. I think I'd like to try the Bosemani's eventually. Maybe when my angelfish finally kick the bucket. I still have like 6 of them. They're super old, but I don't believe in trading fish unless I've got lots of them. But these guys have been like pets. But maybe in that 75, I'll put Bosemani's in there someday.
Yeah, I like the Bosemani. If you get the right ones. If you buy the wrong ones, they're not going to be colored up in the front.
Oh, do you have a recommendation on where to get them, or?
Yeah, you need to get them from Steambot.
Oh, okay. So, I'll remember that.
Yes, he has the Gary Lane.
He's got the Lane ones.
Yeah.
I mean, they sell them, the little, young ones at, the box stores even. I see them.
Yeah.
Of course, they're not colored up, and they're
they're not going to color up.
Do you have to call them and stuff too, or?
He posts them on his website every now and then when he can get them in. But
Awesome.
Yeah, that's where I'm gonna get mine. I'm not telling you that's where to go, but
What are those behind you? Are those rainbows or are those Congo tetras?
no, neither, none, zilch.
What are they?
Those fish they're freaking blood parrot, which I hate.
I see the blood parrot.
I hate them.
Well, there's like a silver one.
That's a giant Danio.
Oh, okay. It looks, you can't see any stripes or anything from this angle.
And these are tiger barbs.
Yep.
And here's my convicts, and every pair I got's got babies right now, so it's a complete fight in the aquarium.
What do you do with all your spare convicts?
I save as many as I can, but then I just kind of let them fend for themselves. I mean, I can't save them all.
Oh, I understand. I mean, well, that was one thing at the St. Louis club. Throughout my 20s, there was always a bag or two of the convicts. They would give you $1 to take.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, you can't give them away.
Yep. Oh, well, you got a question. What do you feed your convicts? Or is it convicts? Or no, rainbows.
Me?
Yep.
I feed them flake food, which I wouldn't say I'm a fan. I'm still searching, but right now I feed Tetracolor and Vibra worms.
I feed my guppies small bloodworms, the shrimp, brine shrimp, frozen brine shrimp. I feed them a lot of course, I don't have it. Omega-1 flakes, color flakes. I like that for my guppies.
I feed frozen food once a week, but my fish don't seem to like it.
Huh.
I still feed it to them, but
Well, shoot. I mean, I'd feed them whatever they like if they're putting their nose up to it. If a kid doesn't want steak, feed them chicken fingers. I feed my Geophagus Bashir jumbo bloodworms, and I give some jumbo bloodworms also to my angels.
yeah.
I had to see what the mollies will do to them. These mollies are kind of like little piranhas when I throw food in there.
The piranhas are.
That's one thing I've never had is a piranha. Also,
Hey, it's awesome that I think we got 23 likes and 21 watching. That's awesome. I appreciate all y'all that has come and gone or are still here. But I'd love to see. This was the whole point of this stream, was to see what y'all wanted to see in the future.
well, it might be hard for him just to give them. Oh, Big J said Bob Kaler's live now. Well, hopefully, you've been going. He just went live, so that's all right.
We got 23 more minutes and I'll end it.
Okay. It might be hard to just ask people what they want to see. You may have to give them more choice, or give them some choices.
Yeah, and I've thought about that. I mean, I like aquascape, but aqua. You have to forgive me. I put my teeth in for this stream.
They look great. They look super nice.
I do have teeth, and I do wear them, but it's like a pair of shoes. When you come home, you want to kick them off.
Yep.
But I like aquascaping, and I like aquascaping different things, and that's probably going to be my first video. Is I'm going to do a Christmas ornament.
That'd be awesome. I need to learn aquascaping. I'm going to be taking a class with James at the Big Fish Deal. That'll be the first time I've ever really done any real aquascaping. I mean, like, my tank back here behind me is a jungle because I don't want to cut the poor little plants. No,
Is that horns for it?
What's that?
Is that horns for it?
Nope. Up on top is Water Sprite. I've got you put me on the spot. It's all basic stuff. I've got some Madagascar fern in there, and once a year it just gets gigantic and pops a flower, and then it just melts way down, and it gives all the other plants a chance to grow. I've got a bunch of Java fern in there, and it's gone crazy because the Water Sprite has, here, I'll just show you what water. I like to float the Water Sprite.
Yeah, I have Water Sprite.
Okay. But yeah, I mean, it just goes crazy floating. I love it for fry. And I'm actually, I used to just love the guppy grass so much, but now I'm kind of going away from the guppy grass and going to the water sprite.
The guppy grass are clog filters when you go to thin it.
Oh, I mean, I'm pulling a 5-gallon bucket out once a month
Yeah.
just to give my fish space to swim.
Yeah. That's what I run into too. But
Yeah.
I can't anything that starts with Java, Java fern, Java moss, Java this, it don't do good in my water.
See, I tried the hornwort and that just fell apart in my water.
Oh man, I'm getting out of literally. I clean it out every week. I can get out a gallon or 2 gallons out of a 55, 60 gallon tank a week.
That's so bizarre. You wouldn't think our water would be that far different.
And I always add 2 handfuls to the aquarium that I got silver dollars in, and it'll be gone. I mean, they'll eat it overnight.
Uh-oh, Bob's sending a raid over. Everybody, when we're done, make sure we go back and watch Bob's.
Yes, please watch Bob's.
But yeah, I've only gotten into plants like about 18 months ago. And
Hello,
my whole
Pet
life I've
Chronic.
tried and they've always died because I never wanted to buy the super expensive lighting to keep it alive. And doggone now with the LEDs so cheap, man, I got them everywhere and I got tons of plants.
Yeah. And mine is growing good, and I propagate a lot of plants too. I snip them off at the nodes and propagate them and plant them.
Do you watch Redfish Bluefishes?
I do.
Man, I wish I was that smart.
Man.
To be able to do all that stuff is amazing. I enjoy watching it, but I don't think I'll ever be able to do it.
Yeah. I mean, the way he does it is different than the way I do it. I just snip it off and stick it in some sand or some substrate, and if it grows, it grows. If it don't.
Well, and you see, I don't even snip it off. I wait till it breaks apart because it's like dividing and conquering. Hi, FNS. Good to have you come here. And Big J's here. And Don. We appreciate y'all coming on.
I appreciate
Saying hi.
you, Dog Allender, Big J's, FNS. Is Scott's on here yet? Scott's is not on here yet. Aquafunk was on here earlier. I may have missed him.
Yeah. I loved what Aquafunk said about guppy grass. It makes you think you're doing great till you find out you're completely out of control or something like that. That was a great.
He's a superstar to my stream right now. Because I'm new. This is my first real live stream. Every time else y'all seen me, I've been kind of just laying in bed and joined in or whatever. And it's going to get better. I mean, my fish room's going up. There's videos coming for it.
That'll be awesome.
I just don't have a lot of videos.
Well, what do you plan on putting in those tanks in the fish room when you get all that extra space?
I have that's funny, Ed, that you asked that. Is the 10 gallons and 20 longs are secure. I know what's going in those. But the big display tank, I don't know.
It better not end up just being a bunch of convicts.
No. No, it's not gonna be convicts.
You'd be able to keep
kinda-
them more alive.
I was kind of thinking angels. I love angelfish too.
Yeah, and you see, that was a weird thing about St. Louis was angels were the hard fish that you couldn't find them anywhere, and so it was like, oh, you get some good angels. It's a big deal. And I've had my angels forever, and now I've come down here, and every fish store I go into has amazing angels, and it's I don't know if it was Bob or James telling me that there's a couple guys that are really good breeders in the area, and they're supplying everybody.
But I got to set up after I picked full cover, and I got a 125, 275s, 1, 2, 3, 6 10s, and 420 longs. And I have
That'd be good.
and I have the snake.
And what's that?
It's a
Like
ball,
a real snake?
Yeah, it's
Oh.
a ball python. It's a ball python.
I was like, is a snake a real long type of tank or?
I fed him today. He ate a mouse today, so he's kind of laid out right now.
That's cool. The guy that normally takes care of my tanks every time I leave town, he had a python, and he came over Christmas time to just say hi to us, and he had his python, and I brought it in and scared everybody was from out of town. All the women were in the kitchen, so I brought it in and said, hey, would you like to meet my friend? And showed it to them, and they all screamed. It was pretty funny.
Yeah.
But
So
now he's joined the military, so I don't have anybody to take care of my fish when I leave town.
So people that I chat with normal, which is most of y'all in here, know that me and my wife are separated, but she's been coming over. I've been seeing her. Everything's working out good, but she says snake has to go.
Doesn't like the snakes.
No.
Well, when I was a little kid, I set up a tank for a chameleon, and that was my dream. You know, I was like 10 or 12, and all my summer mowing money went into that. And I don't think my mom realized I'd saved all my money up, and I really made a nice looking tank with all sorts of plants in it. And when the day came for my chameleon, she's like, how about a hamster instead? And so I got stuck with a hamster, and then that ended up being a horror story.
But you know, when we were little and we were mowing yards for money or raking leaves, whatever we were doing, it was so easy to save up your money, buy one big thing with all that money you saved up and not worry about anything else.
Yeah. To be young is a blessing. When you don't have bills, it's wonderful.
Yeah.
Yeah, I stopped buying new cars because I don't want to have a monthly payment on them.
Yeah, I did
And
too.
I just hope that my old car doesn't drain me with, repairs.
The last car I bought was, and I just bought it last summer, was the 2016 Jeep Liberty 4-wheel drive. And I paid cash for it, and I said, I don't want a payment.
Yep. I paid cash for my truck, and it's been a long time now. It's a 05, and I'm still driving it. Crazy.
My daddy's truck is an 05, and he still drives it every day.
Yep.
He drives from Memphis to Chicago once every 3 weeks.
That'd be wonderful. I would get Memphis barbecue and Chicago pizza every 3 weeks. That would make my life so much better. I would love that.
Man, Memphis barbecue is the best.
It's good. I mean,
Sticky.
I'm still a Missouri guy, so I like sweet ribs, but I'm not going to argue that Memphis isn't good.
Memphis
Love-
is sticky.
Memphis is a dry rub, right?
It is a dry rub, but they have sticky ribs too. Have you ever been to Sticky Fingers Barbecue?
Yep.
It's a lot like that. Maybe not as much sugar.
I bet it's better. I don't know. I like Memphis
a little spicier.
barbecue.
It's a little spicier.
Yeah. Yep. Oh, I definitely agree.
Hello, Sean. Macfish Diva. Daniken.
Is Daniken from Chicago? Now you see, I lived half my life in Kansas City and half in St. Louis. And in Kansas City, we had thick pizza. In St. Louis, that's where they do the original crust pizza. And I don't like the crust pizza that St. Louis has. But I love Chicago deep dish.
John.
Real Chicago.
Aquariums by Andy. Fish Room Fever. He had a night. I'm sure his beehole's still tied up. Big J's. That's a touchy subject he touched on, and we're not going to touch on it in my stream. I don't want to go there, but
Talking about pizza?
I'm talking about, I'm talking about Fish Room Fever and Quarters
Oh.
Twin.
Yeah, let's don't even worry about it. We'll just
Hats off to Fish Room Fever for ever starting. That's all I got to say. Keep supporting Fish Room Fever. I mean, he done his best. I think it went a little off track, but when you get into politics, it always does.
Yeah, I don't think that James had any intentions that or thoughts that it was going to be politic related. We thought it was going to be about trying to make the world a better place.
I mean, my thoughts was it went way off board when it went to guns. 'Cause they sit on guns for a long time.
Oh well.
Yeah. That's right, Ed. You're good. That's why I had you here, because you don't want me to go off on a rant.
Well, okay, let's talk about more fish stuff. If you're going to be having a fish room, are you going to do some tubbing? Have you done tubbing?
Yeah, I already got some tubs set up.
Nice.
And I got some outside that I'm going to set up. Believe it or not, since I have so many cichlids, blue cichlids, I'm going to try them outside this summer.
Oh, that'll be cool. But Bob's the only person I know personally that does the tubbing. I wanted to ask him, I keep forgetting if he has a problem with not horseflies, but dragonflies larvae. I keep hearing some people are terrified of the dragonfly larvas. And I've just always loved, mosquito wolves because they eat mosquitoes.
I've had dragonfly larvae before, and they are ugly, and they are bigger than mosquito larvae, but I've never had a problem with my fish not eating them.
Well, I think people are afraid they're eating the fish.
I hadn't had a problem with that, or I haven't noticed. Let's put it that way. I haven't noticed.
Gotcha. Well, I'm going to try this year. I don't know what I'll put out. Well, I've got pond guppies that are just beautiful for looking straight down. I'm going to put those out there, and I've Probably got 100 of them. But I've got some Nebula Steel. I think I'll put half of them out there just to see if I can double the population outdoors or see what happens. I got a bunch of them right now, but my blue Moscow guppies are just so slow at breeding. I don't know if my females just have a couple babies. I never see them eating the babies or the fry, so they're just been very slow going. I've got my platinum albino guppies. They're doing really well, but I want to just keep them inside and keep growing them. And then I've got Japanese bluetail guppies. They're doing pretty good now. They start off slow, but they're starting to have some fry. And then I got some from Lucas. They're actually Chewy's guppies. I told him that I would buy any type of guppies he wanted, and then we'd try to find a fish to mix with them any way he wants. And they're doing really good. I bought 6 from Lucas, and I think there's probably 18 or 20 in there now. And that was a month and a half ago. So, and I'm going to give half of them to James, and then James will have a tank for Chewy also. And if Bob ever wants to do it, I'll give him a bunch too to see if Chewy. I bet Chewy would love to have plenty of tanks to be able to experiment with.
Yeah, Chewy love them. That's cool. If you can get your hands on some white clouds, they do really well. I mean,
I'd like to do
you
that.
have so many, you can't bring them in.
You just leave them out all year long?
Well, you leave them out as long as you can, but you can leave them out all year long, depending on your temps.
I was thinking about doing a greenhouse next year or the year after. I want to get the fish room done first, and then a greenhouse. And I was thinking I'd probably try to get my hands on rice fish and
Rice fish, another good one.
Yeah, and white clouds for outdoors, and just see how it does in the greenhouse. It doesn't get that cold here anymore. It's kind of a bummer, but I mean, it's good for, I think, the fish. So now I got a pool in the back, and the water never froze on it all summer or all winter long.
So I'm gonna look back and see if anybody's had any questions in the chat. You can keep on, Ed.
Okay. Yep, Dan Slee's in here.
Yeah.
If you're not, are you a member of his on Instagram?
I am.
Everybody needs to get Dan as a member on Instagram, because his photos are beautiful, and he puts them out almost every day. And it's anything from floral to art to skylines, with buildings. Dan Slee is an awesome photographer, and it just always makes you feel good to look at his photos.
He does. Peplin Creek, I appreciate you being here. Fishing Tronics, thank you for the sub. Dan Slee, thank you for being here.
I appreciate that fishy fun.
Aquafunk was here. I feel like a superstar with him here.
Yeah, he's a big timer. Anthony Fish Friend says, "Hey Ed, sounds like the pool is ready for koi."
GRB Aquatic.
My pool is for me.
Appreciate you being here.
I plan on getting pretty brown this summer. I've got some Potawatomi in me, and I used to brown up really good in my 20s. That's how I got my brown eyes, is from my Potawatomi side. And so hopefully I can get tan this summer in my pool. But I plan on having tubs around my pool.
Now, Mr. B says, now that you're tried premiering this time, do you plan on continue using this time slot? Well, I want to know what everybody else thinks. I know there were some streams that happened tonight that don't normally, but I think Monday nights is boring to me. So I think this is a good time slot. But let me know what you think.
Yeah, I think if it's if there's so many spots that are already taken, so anything that's a regular thing, I think that's a great thing for you. But I mean, that's me
and
saying.
both channels that went live, you know, they don't normally do are big channels, so
Yeah, well,
know.
James, like Fish Room Fever normally starts, I think
No,
it's 7.
this was
and it's
Daniken and not Daniken. This was Steambot and Dan's Fish.
Oh, Dan's Fish was on?
Yeah.
Oh, I love Dan too. I'm gonna have to write that down to make sure everybody watch Dan's Fish. Get Gills is an awesome website.
Yes. I still don't think is Zen still in here? I ain't seen him. I got to have a mod somewhere. Somebody's got to help me with these links.
And if anybody is in the market for buying some fish right now, Dan's Fish has a great sale. Almost everything is 50% off. So I'd go there.
Fish Room Fever, can I make you a mod? Wait, I just seen Zen. But Fish Room Fever, can I make you a mod? Hope you say yes.
And Daniken asked if I would ever go out to Portland to visit him and Multi-Tank Addiction. I would love to do that. I had an aunt that lived in Seattle my whole life. It was a great aunt. She just passed away about 5 years ago, so I haven't been out that way for a long time. But beautiful, beautiful country. And there's so many different things going. They got a great fish community there too. So it's pretty awesome. If I would go, it'd probably be like for that big plant, that fish plant convention or aquatic convention that they had.
See, that's the problem. We got nothing here where I'm at.
Yeah.
Nothing. I mean, we only have LSLs.
Yeah, it's just trying to build it up now here, really, because there hasn't been anything in the Chattanooga area for a long time. And we just started kind of a club where they do a swap once a month that I need to get to and check those guys out.
Yeah, I mean.
And then Fish Room Fever is hooked up with the Aquatic Marine. That's a fish store in Knoxville, and they're going to start a club, which is pretty neat. But, you know, it really takes a really awesome fish store owner to do something like that because, you know, people are going to be trading fish in his fish store. I mean, that's really awesome that he's willing to do something like that. And he has lots of chairs and tables. He pulled that out for us for the YouTubers. It was really nice.
And I think what y'all did with the YouTubers at Knoxville was spectacular. I would have loved to have been there and planned on being there, but me and my wife were on two different pages. I was Sunday, she was Saturday.
Yeah. Well, wives can do that to you.
So
it's awesome that you got a wife that likes fish, though.
Well, I wouldn't say she likes fish. She tries to like whatever I like.
He tolerates it.
Yeah.
When I got into fish because my dad used to breed guppies and cories in the 70s and the 80s, and then he would sell them to all the local fish stores. And That's how I got into it. And we had so many Corys. They were, every so often one would jump out. And my dad had this tendency of always stepping on the one that jumped out and tracking it upstairs. It must have happened a couple times. And she would get so mad that there'd be a dead Cory on her carpet.
Upstairs in the upstairs bathroom were a long way from the bathroom.
Oh, good days. But my mom tolerated it. But when
I haven't had trouble with anything but crabs.
well, nobody wants crabs, especially your wife.
Yeah. Those things crawl forever.
I've actually never had crabs or
Really?
any type of crab, just shrimps.
You never had killer crabs or red claw crabs? That's a pretty cool eat. They will crawl out of your tank. I don't care how big a hole you have, they will crawl.
They're neat. I've always liked them. I don't know why I've never bought them. I've never had a crawdad either.
I've never had a crawdad.
I was looking at these things. They're called tangerine lobsters, which I think they're just like a orange crawdad of some sort. They're about that big. I was really tempted to get a couple of them a few weeks ago. And
Man, I've been so tempted to get into shrimp keeping, but those things are. Hey Bob, how you doing, Bob? And
hey, Bob.
I didn't mean. I mean, if you want to stream. You're not hurting me none. I didn't mean to step on your toes at all. But shrimp are just so small and hard to see.
Sorry, I'm just reading the
Oh,
thing.
you're fine, Ed.
Yeah. That's the problem with shrimp. But you know what I love about shrimp is their babies make great food for my baby shrimp, or for my fry, for my, the young guppies. And
Yeah.
the guppies are my focus. And eventually I plan on having a bunch of shrimp where I just raise them. And
Yeah, I want to set up a couple of shrimp tanks, but I think the two that I want is I haven't really decided because there's so many different variations of shrimp. Is I want orange.
yep, sharp looking.
And I think I want black.
Okay.
Like the King Kong.
I don't have any black. I have some chocolate. And you know what? I never see them because they're dark and they hide better.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. They blend
orange
in
ones.
so much you never see them.
Yeah, I'm hoping they're in there. Now, this tank, I originally bought, I think 5. They were supposed to be blue shrimp, but they were just so small they hadn't even colored up. And they all turned out to be like kind of wild red strand. And I had literally thousands for a while, but I have my zebra loaches. I think they've finished off most of the snails, and now they're hitting the shrimp because the shrimp population's disappearing. And my zebra loaches have also finished off all the snails. So, I mean, I see some snails in there, but not a lot.
Is it like bladder snails?
Yeah, they're just the pest ones that came in with plants.
Yeah, that's what I got going on in one of my tanks right now. They're just they're breeding every day.
And it's overfeeding because I don't want my fish to eat their fry. So it's my fault. And the shrimp are the snails are doing their job cleaning. So it's hard to complain. But, with these zebra loaches, and I got them from Dan's Fish. And all of his fish are amazing. And I throw them in there, and eventually they disappear. So everything works out.
And Jesse at AC Aquatica has good fish.
Jesse's awesome. I won some guppies from him. It was like I've won 2 things on YouTube that's blows my mind. I won a filter from Peck Tech, Sean Peck, and I won the guppies, and that was like on one of those raffle.
Hey, I said in multiple streams they were talking about, well, Chattanooga had won them. I said, well, they couldn't have went to a better person because he'll keep them separated out and keep them breeding.
I'm going to try my best. They are so pretty. Those guys are amazing. The tank is going right here, or the tank's here, it's just empty. And he sent me a text today saying he mailed it today.
What you wanted, didn't he?
Yeah. Oh, I got the dragon, Dumbo ear dragons. Oh my gosh, they are so pretty. I could show you a photo from his website what they look like because I was so excited I had to show all my relatives, and they're like, "Oh yeah, they are pretty." Let's see, it won't be far. Or will it? Couldn't be that far.
Yeah, Fisherman Favor Ed and Zingender what wins everything.
Yeah, Fish Room Fever, really. He's like honed in on it. There's one picture from his website.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah, that's a super pretty fish.
Mm-hmm.
And there's one that's more blue. So, I mean, I feel sorry for him having to go from Hawaii to Tennessee.
Yeah, you know what I thought was cool about Jesse's giveaway was he give you choice. He didn't just say, I'm going to send muck guppies or anything. He give you choice what you wanted.
Yeah, that was really cool. That was really nice. Someday I'll have to do something like that too. I don't know if anybody'd want it or not, but Bob brought up a good one. He said that Ed won a tank for me. And we were at a local pet store. Well, a Knoxville pet store, fish store. It's more saltwatery stuff, but they were having their anniversary, and you'd buy raffle tickets. And I'd already put my raffle tickets in on the jellyfish. And then James said, well, look, nobody's put any on this real pretty round tank. And I was like, oh, you're right. So I bought $20 worth. And then I felt guilty because then Bob and James all of a sudden had to deal with me. So I bought one for Bob and one for James. And then Bob's the one. And then Bob's such a nice guy. He gave me the tank. And it is probably the fanciest tank I own, hands down.
Really? Was it already staged?
I mean, I know I've got 10-gallon tanks, so they're probably smaller because I think it's a 17, but it's a circle. And it's got the built-in filter. It's like, personally, I would probably never spend the money on something like that, even though I'd love to have it just because they cost so much. And then Bob gave it to me, and it really made me feel bad, but also really good. But that's what I put the blue eye rainbows in, and they were jumping out, and the cat was eating it because I don't want to put a lid on it because it's a zero rimless, beautiful tank. But Bob helped me out by finding a good fish not to jump.
I want some blue eyes so bad. Let me answer a couple questions real quick.
Sure.
Zen is, you say you won that drawing today, but that's not the first time I heard your name come up. So you have lucky skin. Yep, I want some of them.
I have 2.
So anytime you're in North Mississippi, come by and let me touch your knuckles or something, because I need some of your luck. The other one was Bob want to know what was in this tank behind me, and Bob, It's controversy of what's in this tank behind me. This just happened to be where I'm sitting right now, but I'll tell you what's in it. There's some giant Danios. There's 5 of them. There's 4 blue-eyed cichlids that all have fry right now. There's 2 parrotfish, 4 tiger barbs, 1 Jack Dempsey, and some alligators and snails. It's a cluster.
I don't know if anybody saw what I just did. While you had your back turned, I was going like this, trying to look over your shoulder, and I was like, can't believe I did that. But that's an awesome tank. There's nothing matter with having a bunch of cool tank or
Hey,
fish in one tank.
This tank's been set up for 7-8 months, and it works.
Well, talking about Bob again, he has 2 male betas in a tank. You know, people say that can't be done, and he's doing it. And they're buddies, and they're beautiful. I mean, they're not beat up or anything. So
That's like, I mean, I've commented several times on people's streams or won't know, does this work? Does that work? I said, look, it's your channel, your doings. If it works for you, then it works. That's all you need.
and Aquafunk says, you can't do it. Oh, he said it to Chewy. I thought he was saying it to you as a big goofy. I don't know what Chewy said. Hopefully it was something nice. I'm sure it was if it was from Chewy.
And I don't know if I said it, Andy. I appreciate you being here, Andy. Anthony, too.
Yep. Anthony's awesome. He's a
And
good
I hate
guy.
if I missed anyone. Chewy. I'm just looking at the chat going off who's still active.
Now, I don't know what time you're supposed to or wanting to end, but we are over the 1 hour mark, just so you
I'm
know.
gonna go. My thing was since nobody was scheduled after me, I would go 10:30. I'd go an
Okay,
hour
cool.
and a half.
I just wanted to throw that out there to let you know.
But if you need to drop down, Ed, let me know. That's fine.
Oh, I'm having fun with you. I'm good. I was just letting you know. But the one question that we did have is, and you like creaky versus if you weren't here at the beginning.
I mean,
asked
they really
Nathan what he
doesn't
likes to be
matter.
called.
It really doesn't matter. That's just what Dr. Black calls me, creaky.
Well, he'd like to have input from everybody, what direction that you would like his show to go, even though I think you need to make this, it's your show, so you need to make it the direction you want to go.
Yeah, and I kind of already have plans to do that. I mean, I'm gonna do some aquascaping and some fish room videos in the first, but one thing I really want to do, and I don't want to really put no spoilers out there, but I'll spoil the first one, is I have some 30 long tanks, which are pretty good tanks. Now, these will be temporary tanks. I don't want none of y'all to think, hey, this ain't the fish for this. These are temporary tanks. But I'm going to do movie themes, video game themes in these tanks, and they're going to be divided into so many sections, and everything's going to be landscaped for whatever the theme is to the video game or the movie. Now, my first coming out is The Wizard of Oz, which I already have the golden robe built. I have the fish picked out for the characters. The fish are going to be the characters. And I'm not going to buy fish to do these characters. I'm going to use my fish. That way they can go back into the original tank. That way they can go back into the original tanks and not be compromised.
Well, you could put a whole bunch of your convicts in there and a couple of piranhas and have a horror movie. Or not piranhas, a couple of guppies.
The next suggestion
I'm just
I
being
got, the next suggestion I got was Friday 13th.
Oh, okay.
So we'll see. You got to be able to buy props for it.
That'll be cool.
Yeah, I just thought it was something nobody was doing, and it seems like some of the fish family, or most of the fish family, is either fish or DVDs or videos or games.
Yep. I love anything that deals with the ocean, like any type of sea monsters. I mean, I love Godzilla, even though he's like a T-Rex. He still comes from the ocean, so I've always loved Godzilla. I love Cthulhu. I love any sea monster there is. And that goes also for the video games, but I don't play them anymore, but there's this one video game where it's all underwater. And I need to watch, you can watch people play the games on YouTube. I need to look it up. But there's this one where there's like this little girl, and then there's this big guy in like an old-fashioned diver suit.
What time frame you talking about there?
I think that they've had several of this game over the years. It's considered a horror, but it's an underwater horror. And it's kind of a steampunk themed thing. But I think the big guy that's in the suit is called Big Daddy. Gosh, does anybody know what I'm talking about? Anthony, you're a young guy. You should know.
Yeah. Good night, Dr. Funk. I'm glad you can make it. Hope you like it. It's going to get better. I'm new. I'm nervous. That's why I had Ed on.
Well, you've been doing great, man. But doggone. Well, nevertheless, I've thought about if I could ever buy one of those toy guys, I would throw it in a tank just for the fun of it. But they cost so much because I wasn't going to toy places looking for them when they were out. Now they've been discontinued, so now they're like
now they're high.
$55 and stuff.
Now they're high.
Yeah.
You might keep out at thrift stores. I don't know how often you visit thrift stores.
Occasionally. I go to Goodwill every so often. I got a Tennessee Volunteers leather jacket. I mean, it's probably like a $200 jacket, never been worn, and I bought it for $15 at Goodwill. I mean, you get some pretty good deals at Goodwill.
You can if you keep your eye open and don't just buy when you go in there to be buying. If you just keep your eye open and be patient, There's things that come through there.
There it is. Carrie came through. BioShock. That's what it's called. Have you ever heard of that?
I have, yes.
It's
I
an
know the game.
underwater.
I know the
horror.
game. I know the game.
You know, I'm gonna write that down and I'm gonna start watching all of those. I play, the only game I play is called Civilization, and I had a app on there where you could be
Thank you,
BioShock
Sandy.
people.
I appreciate that, Sandy. I'm trying my best. I am nervous.
You're doing great, man. What's your shirt you got on there? Do you have a? Is that your t-shirt you're wearing? Is that your shirt or is it somebody else's? It's got a fish on it.
Who, me?
Oh, it is yours.
Yeah, it's mine. Why would I
Awesome.
wear anything different from my first stream?
My bad. I'm sorry. It looks good. Let's see. I wasn't for sure who I had. I have Priscilla's. Shirt on.
That's cool too.
I need to make a shirt.
And if I had some fish fam shirts, I would never wear my own, but I didn't have any, so this was the only thing fishy I had.
And it looks good. I got some stickers.
There you go.
Oh, I thought that was my thumb, and it is my thumb, but it was holding them. Those are some good looking stickers right there. I tell you what.
And if y'all want some stickers, just email me your address. I need some stickers. Hold on a second. Let me grab something.
I like green and blue too. I bet you a lot of us maybe do because we're all fish people. The colors I kind of stay away from are yellow and red, my favorite football team's colors.
Do y'all see this? Let me put it back by the aquarium.
Yeah, that looks good.
It's
Or we can
20
see it.
All right. This is going to be the Fish Fam sticker. So anybody that has stickers out there, I need them to put on here because this is going to be on my videos on a regular basis. So I want to support everybody else and show them my support by this board.
Well, now, do you have James' sticker already?
I do have James.
Well, I was going to mail you out some tomorrow, but maybe the next time. Do you have Bob's sticker?
I don't have Bob's, but now before you start mailing, because I don't want you to be out any mailing. I don't want you to be out any money.
Oh, you mailed yours to me.
I did send River Life. He has your stickers, don't he?
Oh, yeah, he does. Okay.
So I'll probably get some in those.
Bob, does River Life have any of your stickers? Yeah, I still haven't gotten Bob's. I see Bob all the time, and I always forget to get one, and I love his stickers. He's got that Dragonette. That's about one of my favorite saltwater fish there is. I like those and the Mandarin gobies. I'm really, really leaning towards doing my first saltwater. I keep seeing all these neat saltwaters with reef or with corals in them and stuff. And oh man, I think I'm getting close.
So we're going. We got a little over 11 minutes left. Let me talk just a second, then we can go back to DS and is the whole point of tonight's stream was to get your opinions on my channel, my logo, if you like it or not, changes, whatever, is I'm new to this. I've been keeping aquariums for 32 years. I think I figured it out the other night. And I just want y'all's opinion. Check out Ed's channel. Ed has a great channel. He's trying to build up ours.
I'll be
Check
lot
out
more.
Fisherman Fever's channel. And I think Ed's kind of in the same situation I am. He's waiting on to get started in new things, start posting videos. And it's Fish Fam. It's not me you're supporting. It's not me. It's Fish Fam you're supporting. So support Fish Fam, and because they're great. I mean, I'm about to cry because they welcomed me in with open arms when I didn't deserve to be.
Oh man, you're an awesome guy. Don't think like that. Everybody deserves to be here because we love everybody, man. It's all good.
And I'm here. I'm good. I'm here to try to show you what you want, but at the same time, I'm going to show you what I like. And if you don't like it, you don't have to watch. And I'm not being smart by that. I'm just saying, I'm going to show you what I like. And I love everybody that's in here.
You're the man. We all appreciate it. It's hard to top or say. I don't know. You're doing a great job. And there's so much more to come.
Oh,
right, Nathan?
I promise you, there's stuff coming. I promise you.
Awesome.
I do like the live streams. I like talking to people, but there is videos coming.
I'm going to check out, I wanted to check it out before this, the Sand Creek murder or massacre,
Hey,
just to be able to talk to you about that.
yeah.
Sand Creek actually lives on the land where the Sand Creek runs through on his land property, and I think that's pretty neat. So he's living in history. That's pretty cool.
Yeah, and
We'll talk about anything.
And that's going to be part of my profile video. Is I'm actually going to walk down Sand Creek and record.
That'd be awesome.
I just don't do winter.
Oh yeah, winter's tough. Do you have a GoPro? I don't know if there'd be a way that you could put a GoPro on like a stick or something and stick it under the water or something. Just as an idea.
I have a Hero.
Okay, cool. And that goes underwater?
Yeah.
Cool. I don't have anything that goes underwater. Well, maybe my phone, but I don't want to test it.
So
that would be my luck. I stick it on a stick and it just...
One of the technical things I want to know tonight, just getting off the subject and getting me kind of cleared up, one of the technical things is how's my audio? Because I just bought this mic today.
Now, you see, I'm not on YouTube. I'm watching from whatever this backstage thing is or whatever this is called. And you sound great to me. But it'd be interesting to see what everybody out there thinks.
Yeah.
I bought a microphone too. It comes in on Thursday. So hopefully there's no porch pirates that are going to steal it from me. It hasn't happened since I moved here, so it's pretty awesome.
Hey, let me tell you what I've had problems with. now that you mention it and everybody else, is a lot of times I'll leave streams playing at night so that people can gain their watch hours. And I wake up to the sound of this 2-cycle motorcycle just
At your
riding
house?
around in circles. And I've tried and tried and tried to block it, but I can't get it blocked.
Is this on you're getting a stream?
Yeah, and I'm not subscribed to the channel.
Huh, it must be some schmuck just being a jerk.
It is.
Well, like Bob asked up here, and I didn't reply because you were talking. He asked if I had made a playlist, and I have not. I'm not tech savvy whatsoever. So, like, I wasn't joking when Redfish, Bluefish, I was talking about how I just don't understand what he's doing, but it's interesting. I mean, I have a hard time with the playlist. So, James, luckily, is my buddy, and hopefully he'll set me up someday with that stuff and give me a playlist.
Yeah, I hope.
I'm so terrible. I think I have 60 hours of watch time.
I hope
So,
to get to.
I go to other people's streams.
I hope to get with James someday. I think he has a lot of knowledge that can help all of us.
Yep. Yeah, he keeps saying, how can he help me with my fish room? And the hard stuff I can probably do, but the technical stuff I can't. So I'm going to have him run 100 foot of Ethernet because I've got a fireplace right in the middle of my house. And I'm afraid between that and the fish tanks, it's going to block the signal from my DSL. So I'm going to have him run the DSL through the...
What
The wall
speed
and
DSL are you paying for, Ed?
I do Charter Pipeline. Is that what you wanted? Like who my DSL provider is?
Well, what speed do you pay for?
Oh, I got the biggest package I could get. But honestly, like, I'm not tech savvy. I don't know. My brother worked at Charter at the time. So I made my order through Charter and just talked to him and he did everything for me. And so he hooked me up.
I got 100 megs, what I'm getting. That's max in my area.
I honestly, like I say, I'm sorry.
No, that's fine.
If it wasn't for this red, there'd be an awful lot of white, and you guys would understand.
And I pay for 100 meg, but I actually get about 110, 112 when I run
that's
speed
good.
test. So have no complaints.
It's always good to get more than what you're paying for.
And I don't guess anybody's experienced any buffering tonight.
I think you're running great.
So I think I'm covered there. But we got 2 minutes left, and you need to check out Chattanooga Ed's channel.
Oh, I appreciate it.
I don't know how much content he has up. I know he's a star co-host.
I appreciate that.
So check him out. Give him some watch time if you can. Check out Fish Room Fever. He helped me in the beginning, and I'm sure he'll help me lots more if I just ask.
And I think Bob's really close to his time too.
Yeah.
Or he needs hours. Bob needs hours. Bob Kaler.
Bob Kaler. Check Bob out. He's got the greatest friend that he goes and visits every Thursday. but he also loves fish and dogs. And check Bob out. Bob's a cool guy. You won't. Bob. Let me back up a second. Bob is the only guy I ever seen that went live on his channel waiting on fish and had the mailman come in and open his fish on the stream.
With a switchblade.
Yeah. So check out Bob. He's got lots of tanks, lots of dogs. And he goes and visits this bird that has a I'm sorry, I don't do birds, but it has a feather issue. We'll put
Yeah,
it.
he's a cockatoo, or she's a cockatoo. I think. Gosh,
So
I'm pretty sure she's a cockatoo.
she has to wear sweaters, and she's not friendly to anybody else that comes in the store, but she nuzzles Bob's goatee.
And
She
I've seen it in
loves Bob.
person. She loves Bob. It's so sweet. I wish the owner would let Bob have it because Bob would give it such a wonderful home.
Oh yeah, and, you know, there's no doubt that he would, but you know, and I think one day maybe he'll get her, but it is what it is for now. And I thank Bob for putting out the time to go spend with her and make her more comfortable. But I want to thank Zen. Zen is a moderator. HC Aqua's a moderator. And I will try to get you my links so y'all can paste them in the next stream. Because I have a Buy Me a Coffee account and a Patreon account, which I'm new, so I'm not asking for anything. I'm just here, but if you want to, it's out there. The only reason why I want to get 1,000 subs is to be able to use my phone to live stream, so I'm not looking to get monetized. And yeah, I just love being part of the fish fam. They welcomed me with open arms and didn't ask no questions.
And your two mods, you just said HC Aquatics, Jesse, he has an awesome channel. If you haven't been to it, go and sub to him. And Zen, she also has content too. So
yes, Zen has content too, so go check her out.
Yep.
She
Well,
won't go
awesome, man. I
live,
think
though.
you did a wonderful job tonight.
Did I really though?
You did good. Does anybody have any last questions or thoughts?
Yes. Does anybody have anything else? Please put it up there. I love questions. It gives me something to talk about. You know, I don't know how to say that. I'm gonna say Fernandez because I don't know how to say the first word.
Fernandez? I'm guessing.
I like little fish. I'm nothing against big fish, but I'm into little fish like guppies, white clouds. I mean, I think the biggest fish I keep right now is convicts, and I think I'm the only person in the United States to say I like my convicts.
There are some pretty neat ones. Did you see those?
Oh, I do. I do have big angels. Oh, I forgot about the angels. I have some angels that are probably 6 inches across or better.
Well, awesome. If Anybody has any ideas that they would like to share with us later? You know, when you're thinking about it, like, man, Nathan could do a show like this, or I'd like to ask him that. Leave a message in
Yeah,
you know,
leave a message
in the
in the
notes
comments.
after the stream.
And I appreciate it, Ed.
You bet, man. It was a fun night, and I appreciate you letting me hang out with you on your
And
first
I
one.
know I missed a lot of chat questions, and I apologize. I kind of had Ed on here to keep things going, but I wasn't looking at chat like I should. But
One thing I've learned is you can't focus too much on chat because a lot of people have their own conversations also.
yeah,
Like Chewy is super smart and is always bringing up conversations with other people. And not saying not to watch Chewy. I mean, always watch Chewy, but it may be hard to figure out what he's saying, or I mean, I was just using Chewy as an example.
If you catch it in midstream,
Yeah.
but I thank all y'all. This is gonna be a normal time, 9 o'clock Central. I don't know what that is, Eastern Standard Time.
Did you see what Bob said? He'd like to see more of your tanks next time.
Bob Kaler.
Yep.
Well, somebody's got to show me how. I mean, I have a phone, but every time I turn my phone on, I get a bunch of feedback in the audio,
Well.
and I can't stream from my phone because I don't have subscribers.
I'm not telling you to go buy anything, but
I went tonight to buy it, but they didn't have it.
okay. Well, I've got this Logitech guy, and he only came with I bought it for. I was so excited. It was James' first stream that he was going to have me on, and I wanted to be able to show fish tanks. And look, it had a 2-foot cable, so I bought an extra 10-foot cable.
See, that's what I thought.
I bought an extra 10-foot cable, and so people can see, and like, just go to this tank. I'm just gonna hold it. Hopefully, it doesn't make anybody sick. But I go down to the bottom of the StreamYard, and it says cams and mics, and then it lets me pick a different mic. And of course, my thumb's in the way. That's terrible. But like, this is just the tank that I set up. It's a temporary for Jesse's guppies until my fish tank room is done. So
yeah, that's kind of what I'm thinking. It's not going to take much for me to get from one tank to other in my house. So yeah, we'll try to figure that out before next Monday. Because I want to show you more. Because this tank behind me is not my favorite tank. It's just the most convenient place to sit. And I have fully planted and landscape tanks that I'd like for you to see. I have overcrowded propagation tanks that I'd like for you to see. I have a lot of stuff I'd like for you to see, but whenever I turn my phone camera on, it just gives a big loud squeal on the computer, so I didn't want to do that tonight. But I want to thank everyone that you've been here. Check out Chattanooga Ed's channel. Check out Fish Room Fever's channel. Check out the Zen Ginger. She has a lot of, she has the coolest glowfish video I've ever seen. If you like glowfish.
I can't believe I haven't seen that yet. I keep telling myself in the back of my mind, oh, I got to go see that every time somebody brings it up, and then I never get to it. So, Zim, you're going to get a view as soon as this is over because I'm going straight to that. I'm going to write it down. I keep notes. And so I'm always, it's the only way I'll do anything.
And I always recommend that you check out everybody's channel that's in chat. Not everybody does videos. Some people just does live. So check out everybody out in the chat. Give them a sub. Maybe you don't need subs, but you never know. Maybe one day you will. And if you want a sticker, that's one thing I forgot. We got a few more minutes. No, we're over. I'm going to show you stickers. Hold on. Let me go to StreamYard so I can see.
And he's got nice stickers. He got a die cut one, too.
Here's one sticker. And these are waterproof. You can put them on your vehicle. Supposedly. I'm not guaranteeing, but supposedly.
Mine are waterproof, but I'm afraid to do it.
And these are, well, you've seen them, Ed. They're pretty nice stickers.
They are.
This is the other one.
I'm going to make magnets of them and stick them on my racks in my fish room when I get done.
So, Zen, if you can put my email up real quick, it's sandcreekaquatics@gmail.com. Or Fish Room Fever. I made Fish Room Fever a mod. If one of y'all can put my email up, that'd be great. You can get some stickers. But I need stickers too. I mean, y'all seen the board I had. I need enough to do a video on that. So, you send me a sticker, and if you say yes, you got a sticker, I'll send you an envelope with a stamp on it. Won't cost you nothing, and I'll get your sticker.
Awesome.
But I want to do a sticker, so we're over. Thank you, Ed, so much.
Oh, you bet. Anytime. Double it.
And y'all be safe, be great, and live life. I love all y'all. See ya.
Thank you, everybody. Now I might still be live. I'm still live. I think you need to shut the whole thing down. But I will just take over the cast now for 2 hours of Chattanooga Ed Chat. I will tell you about my life story. When I was in 5th grade, I started soccer. You know what? Maybe if I end my stream. Thank you, guys. Talk to you later.